Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the continuation to the PS3 to 360 comparison. Since everybody's doing the comparisons, I figured, hey, I might as well do mine. Another thing that, has been going around and people have been talking about, and even in the CNET article, I'm actually on my blog right now, www.myspace.com/PlayStation, and spell out the number 3, and then click on View Blog. They said there's no must-have exclusive games. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys know this, but the PlayStation 3 has only been out for 3 months. 3 months. The system's just now hit its probation if this was its job. I mean, give Sony some time to, do something. The 360 was out for 3 months. At this 3-month mark, what must-have games did it have? The Wii's been out for about 3 months. What must-have games does the Wii have? People, you have to give these systems some time. And they keep trying to compare it to the 360, and it's like the 3, don't get me wrong. I respect Microsoft, I respect the 360, I respect Nintendo, I respect the Wii. And I definitely respect Sony, but I mean, when you guys are writing, all you media freaks out there, all you journalists, all you critics, if you're going to criticize something, and if you're going to compare it to something else, give it the same amount of time as that other thing that you're trying to compare it to. The 360's been out for a little over a year. So of course it's going to have some time to develop those great games. Gears of War, hands down, was a great game. Well, yeah, it was a great game. It wasn't, what the media made it to be, but I played the game. It was pretty good. I enjoyed myself. But you can't compare the two. You can't say that Sony doesn't have any must-have games and it's only been out for 3 months. What kind of game are you supposed to develop within that time? I mean, personally, I think Resistance Fallen Man is a damn good game. To be a launch title, I think that is the best launch title that's been out in a long time. A lot of people will disagree, some people will agree. It's all up to you. But to me, what's killing me is how they keep on saying stuff about this system, and the system's only been out for 3 months. They keep on saying how there's no background downloading. For all of you that don't know, background downloading is basically when if you have a system like LimeWire or any downloading system and you click on something to download it, it'll drop into a queue and it'll keep downloading while you're searching for something else to download, or you'll be able to do other stuff while it's downloading. Of course, all of us have the PlayStation 3. We know once we download something, we can't do anything else. We just have to sit there and wait for it to finish downloading. Which I don't mind. I mean, I'll go and I'll, do whatever, or I'll just continue watching TV until it finishes. I mean, I already know that sooner or later, Sony's gonna have another update to where they'll fix that. But I understand that, but it seems like these critics and journalists don't. I mean, eventually, Sony will have an update, and that'll all go away. They'll have a queue to where you can download multiple things at one time. The 360. When the 360 first came out, it didn't have a queue like that. It's the same way the PS3 is. You clicked on something to download it and you had to sit there till it finished downloading. If you guys are going to do comparisons, do correct comparisons. If you're going to compare the PS3 to the 360, compare the 360 when it was at 3 months and compare Sony now that they're at 3 months. That's how you do comparisons. You don't compare something that's 2 years old to something that's been around for 8 years. That's like comparing a rookie to a legend. You can't do it. So, like I said, I'm stating true facts, ladies and gentlemen. These so-called critics or journalists or whatever you want to call them aren't. Another thing, they're talking about how, the web browser on the PS3 isn't all that. Well, I agree. It's not the best of the best, but I mean, hey, give them something. They're trying new things. Where's the web browser for the 360? I haven't seen one. And the web browser for the Wii sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a Wii. For those of you that don't believe me, like I said, I'm stating facts, ladies and gentlemen. If you look right there, there's my Wii sitting right next to my PS3. So, I do have a Wii. So, like I said, I'm stating facts. My brother has a 360. That's how I know about the 360. Just giving you guys a little background so you guys don't think I'm, just flapping my lips, because I do know what I'm talking about. Like I said, the Wii's internet browser isn't all that. But why aren't you guys talking about that? Why aren't you guys talking about how the Wii's web browser isn't all that? Why aren't you guys talking about how the 360 doesn't even have a web browser? Like I said, Sony's trying new things. They're not afraid to try new things. That's how you become innovative. That's how you start trends. That's where the word trendsetter comes from. So Sony gets props from me. I'm pretty sure they're going to update it. It's their first time ever doing something like this. But also what they fail to mention is when you use Linux and you use the web browser through Linux, it's just like using your regular computer. Once again, they fail to mention that though. So, I mean, it just goes on and on. And I do have to I have to applaud Sony for not, how should I say, I have to applaud them for not feeding into it. Because, I mean, I see interviews with Phil Harris and Kaz Hirai and Kutaragi, and they're just calm, they're patient, they're poised, and they just have their interviews. The person that's interviewed will throw a couple of shots at them, and they'll throw them right back, but in a nice, calm, collective, and adult manner. So I definitely have to applaud Sony for that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys today. I thank you for taking the time out to spend with me. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. To visit my YouTube page, youtube.com/INC Entertainment. For the MySpace page, for all of you guys that are viewing this on YouTube, it's myspace.com/